My parents favored my twin sister so much that they spent my wedding fund on her and now wants my wedding venue and date. So I cut ties with them after refusing my parents' request. I'm 28, male, and my family's a effing mess. I've always known it, but I didn't realize how bad it was until recently. I grew up with a twin sister, S. We were treated the same when we were little, but as we got older, things shifted. S became the golden child, always coddled, always praised, always getting exactly what she wanted. Me? I was the backup plan, the one who didn't cause enough trouble to need attention, so I got nothing. Whatever. I dealt with it. Figured that's just how families work sometimes. But things got real when I got engaged. My fiancée, M, and I were planning our wedding. We'd been saving up but still needed some help with the costs. I knew my parents had a wedding fund set aside for me, just like they did for S. They had talked about it for years. So I figured, why not ask for it? A few $1,000s to help out would make a huge difference. One night at dinner, I brought it up casually. "Hey, Mom, Dad," I said, trying to keep it light. "Em and I are working on the wedding budget. I was wondering if you could help us with some of the wedding fund you've been saving for me." The table went silent. I could feel the shift in the air. My mom shot my dad a look like she didn't know how to handle the question, and my dad just looked uncomfortable, as if I'd asked for a kidney or something. "Well, about that," my mom finally said, playing with her fork like it suddenly became fascinating. "There's something we need to tell you." I should have known right then. My stomach was already twisting, and I hadn't even heard what they were about to say. "What do you mean, about that?" I asked, already pissed but trying to keep my cool. "Your sister, well, she needed some help," my dad chimed in, like that explained everything. I leaned back in my chair, staring at them. "What does that have to do with my wedding fund?" "Well," my mom started, her voice going sweet like it always does when she's trying to justify some BS. "S has been having a really hard time lately, you know, and she needed a little extra support." I just blinked at her. "So you gave her the money?" They both nodded, like it was the most reasonable thing in the world. "You gave her my wedding fund?" I asked, my voice louder now, disbelief rising in my throat. "You're fucking kidding me." My dad put his hands up, trying to calm me down. "It's not like that, son. She needed it more than you do right now." "She needed it more?" I shot back. "I'm getting married in a few months. How do I not need it?" "You're doing fine," my mom said dismissively, waving her hand like it was no big deal. "You and Em have been saving. S doesn't have anyone. She doesn't have anyone because she's burned every bridge she's ever had." I snapped, the anger bubbling up. "And you reward her for it. You just keep bailing her out over and over." "S needed help," my mom repeated, her voice firm now. "We couldn't let her struggle." "And you can let me?" I asked, my hands gripping the table. Em stayed quiet, but I could tell she was as furious as I was. My dad sighed, rubbing his temples like he was the one being put out. "We didn't expect you to need the money so soon." "I'm 28, I shouted. "I'm getting married." "When the hell did you think I'd need it? After S was done bleeding you dry?" My mom's face hardened. "Stop being dramatic. This is about family, and family helps each other. You've always been so independent. S has needed more support, and we've done what we had to do. You've always done what you had to do for her," I said, my voice low now, trying to control the rage. "I'm done being second place in my own damn life." The rest of the dinner, a blur. I walked out, leaving them sitting there, still trying to justify it. Em drove us home, both of us fuming in silence. I couldn't wrap my head around it. I couldn't believe that. Once again, S came first. I was supposed to be the one getting married, the one starting a new life. But somehow, she was the priority. A few weeks passed, and I kept my distance from my parents. I didn't want to talk to them, didn't want to deal with it. They didn't reach out either, probably thinking I'd cool down and come crawling back like I always had. Then, one night, my mom called. I almost ignored it, but Em gave me that look, the "you should probably hear her out" look. So I answered. "Hey, Mom," I said, trying to keep my tone neutral. "Hi, sweetheart," she started, the fake sweetness already setting me on edge. "I wanted to talk to you about something." I rolled my eyes, already knowing this wasn't going to be good. "What is it?" "Well, you know how S has been feeling really down lately, with everything going on." I clenched my teeth. Here it comes. She's been feeling left out, especially with you getting married, my mom continued, her tone like she was explaining why the sky is blue. She's always dreamed of a big wedding too, and we thought, your father and I, that maybe you could share your day with her. I actually laughed. It just came out like a bitter reflex. You want me to share my wedding day with her? Yes, my mom said, like it was the most obvious solution. She doesn't have anyone right now, and it would mean so much to her. We could make it a joint celebration. No. I cut her off, the anger boiling up again. Absolutely fucking not. Why not? My mom snapped, her tone shifting. She's your sister. She deserves to be happy too. I'm not giving her my wedding day, I said, my voice low and firm. This is my day, mine and M's, not hers. Why are you being so selfish? My mom shot back. You always make everything about you. S needs this more than you do. I felt the blood rushing to my face. You already gave her my wedding fund. Now you want to give her my wedding too? Do you even hear yourselves? You've never understood what it means to be family, my mom hissed. We're trying to help her. If you don't want to, fine. But don't expect us to be at your wedding. That hit like a slap, but not in the way she probably thought. It didn't hurt. It was just confirmation. Confirmation that they really didn't give a shit about me unless I was giving something up for S. I hung up without another word. After that, things spiraled. My dad tried to call, saying I was being unreasonable, that it wasn't a big deal. It's just one day, he said. You can still have your moment. I told him where he could shove his moment. Then S got involved. She showed up at my apartment one day, completely unannounced, all pissed off like I had wronged her. We need to talk, she said, barging in before I could stop her. I didn't even have the energy for it. I let her rant, pacing around my living room, arms crossed. I don't understand why you're being such a DCK about this, she said, her voice full of entitlement. It's just a wedding. You're acting like a child. You took my wedding fund, S, I said, my voice cold. Now you want to take my wedding day too? How am I the one acting like a child? I didn't take anything, she said, glaring at me. Mom and Dad offered it. I needed help, and they gave it to me. It's not my fault. Of course, you don't think it's your fault. I shot back. You've never taken responsibility for anything. You just expect everyone to fix your shit for you. Her face flushed. You're being a fucking brat. You always act like the victim. I stared at her, the realization hitting me all at once. I didn't have to deal with this anymore. I didn't owe them anything. Not her, not my parents, not anyone. Get out, I said. What? I said, get the f out of my apartment, I repeated, standing up. I'm done. I'm done with you. I'm done with them. All of it. She looked at me like she couldn't believe what she was hearing. You can't just cut us off like that. Watch me. She left, slamming the door behind her. And just like that, I was free. The wedding happened without any drama from my family. They didn't show up, didn't send a card, nothing. And honestly, it was the best day of my life. Em and I were surrounded by people who loved and supported us. And for the first time in years, I felt like I wasn't carrying the weight of my family's dysfunction on my back. A few weeks after the wedding, I got a letter in the mail. It was from my parents. I almost tossed it in the trash, but something made me open it. Inside was a handwritten note from my mom. The gist was that they were willing to forgive me if I apologized and agreed to make amends with S. They were even willing to consider helping Em and me with some of the wedding debt if I came around. I laughed out loud. It was unbelievable how they still thought they held all the cards, how they believed I was just waiting for their approval. I didn't even bother responding this time. I tore up the letter, threw it away, and felt nothing but relief.